All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here today. I am Michael from Ontario, and we've got a great session of information for you. If you're brand new, if you're looking at us for the very first time, I can tell you that we have something that has absolutely changed the lives of thousands of people. Many of those people are on this call today. And it's very, very exciting. I have been in this company myself now for just over 1 year. It's completely changed my life. I've been able to develop a 5-figure monthly income with this. And I've also got a team of well over 2,700 people. And so many of those are becoming extremely successful. I just love seeing it. We have people making 3, 4, and 5 figures per month in this business. And you could potentially be one of those people. I hope that you see some information here today that could change your life, because it's changing our lives tremendously for the better from a financial standpoint. And we have something that has been around and proven itself since October of 2019. But I can assure you that we are just getting started. We are about to hit a $100 million company. I'm excited this week. And this is why we're going to give away some money here at the end of this call. I'm just excited. I really am. I mean, so many great things are happening right now. The 100 million, of course, is huge. That's about to happen probably end of May-ish or so, maybe early June. We'll see. And we have a great event coming up as well next weekend. Some of you guys I know are going to be there. I look forward to seeing some of you guys. I know Leon's going to be there. And so that's next week in Dubai. So just so much happening. There'll be some great announcements from there about where we're headed in the second half of 2021. So I can tell you that if you're brand new, your timing couldn't be better, because we have something that's already proven so well. Guys, we get paid every single week, on time, every time. And yet we have so much ahead of us now that's coming that I'm super excited about. So let's dive into it so you can understand. We're going to go through 5 main streams of income for you that you can make with this company. There are others, which is wonderful. They're always adding more revenue streams for the company and for us. And there's a whole slew of things being announced in the upcoming weeks. So let's dive in here. Let me share my screen. And there we go. And Leon or Dave, can you see this okay? All right, awesome. So guys, the name of the company is Paraiba, and the reason you see that wonderful blue gemstone there is because if you Google Paraiba, you will see that it is a very expensive, very unique and nice gemstone. And I call it a gem of a company because it absolutely is. A quick risk disclaimer. This is information for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Should you get started with us, you would get started only with risk capital, not funds you need for a mortgage or rent or food or necessities of life. But I'm sure we're all adults here and we understand. So I mentioned that we are going to talk about 5 main ways that you can create an income here with Paraiba. So we will talk about those. Our withdrawals and deposits are in Bitcoin. We love this stuff right here, right? I've got a Bitcoin right here. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. There's nothing on it, but it is actually a wallet, believe it or not. But we love Bitcoin, right? We all want more of it. It is the big coin, the top coin. Yes, it's pulled back a little bit, but that's okay. That happens, right, in the markets. It happens sometimes. But we all want more Bitcoin, right? We don't use any kind of a token coin here with Paraiba. We use the coin everybody wants and uses. When you build this a little bit, you will get paid from every single account in your structure. I love that. You can be passive, remember, and get paid from various structures in your team as well. We'll go over that. You can earn from day 1 with Paraiba. We have business days. Our business days are from Wednesdays to Saturdays that we get paid. So we just came off a nice payday cycle. So I'm sure everybody's feeling great about that. I know I am. And so when you get started here, guys, if you are looking at this for the first time, you got a little time to get your Bitcoin and get it in for our first payday on Wednesday. You're in charge in this business. I love that. Yes, we need jobs in this world. But what I love here with this is that you have your own business. You're manifesting your own destiny here with this company. And so you can create anything that you are looking to create, whatever your wish is. If it's $200 a month, $10,000 a month or more, that is being done right now by a lot of people, even on this call. So what you're looking for, it's happening right now, guys. You just need to plug in with us and create it. We got all the resources. We got all the help you're going to need. No referrals are required here with Paraiba. If you just want to plug in with your Bitcoin, you can do that and be 100% passive and never share this. We have a specific strategy that we use with this company called the sub-account strategy, where you can take part in all 5 of the income streams as a 100% passive person. And certainly you'll take part in all 5 of them if you are sharing this. So either way, you can win here with this company. Our CEO is Eric Ellie. He's 42 years of age and he's married with 3 kids. And what's nice here is that when I first started back in April, it was probably end of March maybe that I started looking at this, is that I wanted to learn a little bit about the CEO, because sometimes you see a picture of somebody and you don't know, are they a real person? What are their goals? What is their vision, their level of skill, right? You want to know these things. So it was nice that I was able to get on a call with him, and he told me that he wanted to take Paraiba to $1 billion company over the next 5 years. And the more he told me about his plans, the more I realized that I got to jump in on this and focus. He also showed me some of the trading activity going on behind the scenes. So it was nice to see that too. So I got to know this man, and over the last year, it's been great to work with him. He's a professional cryptocurrency trader, has been for the last 4 years. And so he helps our team of traders as well. So it's nice to know we've got someone with his level of skill, and he works great with the leadership and great even with the small things like support. It all gets done thanks to Eric. He's just a great guy. I look forward to meeting him next week in Dubai. So from a legal compliance, we have a bank. Pretty cool, right? Don't generally hear that in the crypto space, but Paraiba owns a bank called the Unique Bank. And it can do, from a fiat standpoint, up to $20 million USD, but that's actually now been increased to $50 million, and it has been funded to that. So our bank also owns the PW Pay Limited Payment Provider, and it also owns our Unique Exchange. So we also own an exchange. We bought a third-party exchange and named it the Unique Exchange. And so what's great about this is we have a revenue stream here and a service that we all use, either to buy Bitcoin if you're in Europe, or for our withdrawals, which it just works absolutely fantastic. It's a very, very smooth service. So they're contracted to do service for us for Paraiba World. So we have our Paraiba.world website, but we also have 4 other unique websites here that work with Paraiba World. We have a separate website for our bank, actually, but it's also nice that we have our bank and it's fully licensed. The security of knowing when we give Paraiba our funds, that they have a bank. We don't have to worry about a third-party bank, because sometimes, right, you're out of control with a third-party bank, but by owning your own, you have full control. It also has investments behind the scenes as well that works for the company. We also have our exchange, which I mentioned, and if you're in Europe, you can buy Bitcoin with our Unique Exchange. You can also sell Bitcoin back to your bank as well. Great service for those people in the SEPA zone. The rest of us use it for withdrawals and crypto-to-crypto transactions, and it's a great service. In about 15-20 minutes, we get our withdrawals right to Unique Exchange, and then it takes about maybe an hour or 2 to get it to your personal wallet. I just love this service. And it's also, of course, a great revenue stream. As Paraiba grows, so does the exchange, right? We have our Messenger app, and we've had a lot of great information. We just had an update on this last week. We have been working with a tech development team who over the last year has been developing privacy apps that will compete with Telegram, WhatsApp, even Zoom that we're on here right now. And you can try these right now. You can download them from the Apple or Google Play Store. And we also are going to have an encrypted email. I mean, it's just phenomenal what these guys have. And when this launches fully in about a month or so, it's really going to be cool, because it's going to be monetized. It's going to be a way that we're all going to benefit from it, as well as, of course, using the service, because we're all looking for something right now, right? We see the censorship that's been going on in the marketplace, right, with Twitter and YouTube and some of these other services, even WhatsApp, all the data sharing that's happening. Guys, they're sharing our data. That's crazy. So with these services, these apps, they're going to be 100% private, 100% encrypted, no data sharing, fully private. I love this. We also have our online gift store, which has private merchandise right now. That will be expanded as time goes on. Here's our bank license out of the Comorius Union. It started initially with the ability to do $2.5 billion of authorized capital, and now it can do $50 million. So as private has been growing, so is our ability behind the scenes from a fiat standpoint. The bank is just growing in its ability to do investments, which is excellent. There's our unique exchange license, Unique Crypto LLC. And I mentioned how great this service has been since it started. It just keeps getting better and better. And it's very smooth for us because when we do withdrawals, it's just there, right there, when you want it quickly, right? We all want now, right? And so fast. That's what I love about these guys. And, you know, we've got well over, I don't know where we're at now. It's like 150, something like that, 150,000 registered members here in Paraiba. So you can imagine that as more members are joining Paraiba, this is just going to grow, right? The unique exchange is going to grow right along with this. So as we grow to 500,000 and 1 million members, this is going to be a great revenue source for the company. There's our private chat application. I mentioned you can download it in beta right now from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. So we have our chat app. You can try that right now. Works very similar to Telegram and WhatsApp. We have our private parcel. That's going to be an encrypted email, a private wallet. That's there now as well. So we actually have our own Bitcoin wallet. Private conference, which competes with Zoom that we're on right now. And this is all going to be monetized heavily, guys, starting very soon. I'm very excited for this service to fully launch. There's our private online store as well with the private merchandise. So guys, before I get into the 5 main ways you're going to get paid with this company, let me just review quickly the 3 main revenue sources for the company. We have crypto trading at its heart. And when Private first started, Private is a crypto trading company. We have 7 very highly skilled, highly qualified traders that work for the company, in addition to our CEO, which is a very highly skilled cryptocurrency trader. And they've come up with a way that allows the company to never lose. Interesting, right? I'm going to get into that on the next slide. We also have our crypto exchange, as I mentioned, the unique exchange, and that's becoming a huge revenue source for the company. And you and I can also participate in the revenue from the company. We actually have a way to do that too, which is very nice. You can participate in the revenue from the exchange. We also have our real estate behind the scenes, and that's another reason for the bank. They participate and get involved in strategic real estate investments around the world, right? Everybody has to live someplace, and we're involved in projects that just solidify our foundation for the future. So I mentioned about the crypto trading. They have a way that allows the company to not lose. Here's what they've done. They've said to a trader that wants to work for Paraiba, they said, look, if you want to work for us, you've got to put some of your own personal Bitcoin in a wallet, a third-party wallet that the company controls. And should you get into a drawdown and lose, we're going to keep that Bitcoin. So it's essentially kind of an insurance policy in a way, right? I call it collateralized trading. I like this. Makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad that Eric put this together. But we've got a great team of traders that work for our BTC trading pool, and they've done a phenomenal job, just a phenomenal job. So let's get into the 5 main ways that you can get paid here with Paraiba. And we'll go into each one of these a little bit more, but just to touch on them quickly, you have your own deposit, which you can get paid from 0.3% to 0.5% per business day. That's about 5 to 8% per month. Remember, that's only one income stream. Now, we are paid 4 days per week, as I mentioned, Wednesdays to Saturdays. And you might ask yourself, why is that, since the cryptocurrency markets are open 24/7? Well, the answer made a lot of sense when I first heard it, in that it's nice to have a cushion, right? If you want a company to be around for many, many years, we all want sustainability and longevity, right? I know I do. I would hope you would want that. So what's nice is maybe there's one day that the trading isn't exactly what they want it to be. So guess what? They've got that cushion of the other 3 days that they're still trading. Made perfect sense to me. Plus, they have to pay for company expenses, right? We have management, we have offline events, we have developers and programmers, so that has to be paid for too. So that made a lot of sense to me. But remember, that's just one income stream. There's 5 here total, and you can participate in all of these, whether you're passive or active. We have our first line bonus where you can get up to 0.3% from the trading activity on the deposits of people in your first level. This can be very, very exciting. That's essentially a 100% match on that. I love that. We have our downline bonus where you can receive up to 0.04% from your entire team, multiple levels deep to infinity. I love it. We have our pool share. This is based on the streamline, which is something a little bit unique. Imagine being able to get paid a percentage of the trading activity from all the deposits of people that join after you do worldwide. So I'm not talking about just your team, but any team. We'll get into that. Very cool. And we have our ranking bonus where you can get paid one-time achievements for building your business. Let's dive into these a little more. So we have our own deposit where you can get paid from the 0.3% up to 0.5%. So anything from $25 up to $49,999, company's going to pay you the 0.3%. That's just over 5% per month. And then anything $50,000 or more, the company's going to pay you 0.5% per business day. So now you're looking at about 8% per month. So 5 to 8% per month. Now, when I looked at that, I said, these are great. In terms of anything out there that's traditional, this is better than just about anything out there, right? For sure. It's not 2% a day or 3% a day, guys. And if you're looking for that, I'm just going to say good luck. Good luck, because those don't last. I would caution you, right? These make sense from what the company can create for the long term. And I wanted long term when I was looking for something. And so I'm glad that these numbers make a lot of sense, right? They have to make sense, guys. Don't join the nonsense out there. These are real numbers, right? We also have our first line bonus. And remember, if you're 100% passive and never share this, you can take part in all 5 of these income streams that I'm showing you, and certainly you will if you're sharing it with others. So how do you qualify for these percentages here at the bottom? Well, you need to have $100 yourself on deposit with Paraiba if you have between 1 and 4 people on your first line or your first level that also have at least $100. Then the company's going to pay you the 0.05%. That is a portion of the trading activity for the day on those deposits. If you can get yourself up to 20, that is a nice number to be, because now the company's going to pay you the maximum 0.3%. Again, a portion of the trading activity on the deposits of those people on your first line. So you want to get to 20 as fast as you possibly can, because this number can make a big difference. It should be noted that Paraiba does not pay you on the initial deposits of members. 100% of the money coming into Paraiba from new members all goes to the company. We are always getting paid off what the company is able to produce from their investments and from their trading activity. I like that. That makes a lot of sense to me for sustainability and longevity. And it's actually incredibly powerful over time. When you crunch the numbers, you will see this. We also have our downline bonus, and this is where you can get paid off your entire team to infinity, and you can make up to $3,000 per day in the downline bonus. So phenomenal amount of income here that can happen, and we have people already doing that right now. How do you qualify for the percentages you see here at the bottom? Well, let's take the first one here. You need to have $1,000 yourself on deposit with Paraiba. You need to have between 2 and 4 people on your first line that also have $1,000 on deposit. When you do that, the company will pay you 0.01%. That is a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. Again, if you can get yourself up to 20, there's that number again, you can max out the downline bonus, 0.04%. Again, a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. So I encourage you to get to 20 as quickly as you can and max out these numbers for both the first line and the downline. Over time, this can be the biggest income for you. I know it is for me. The streamline, this is something unique, and I briefly mentioned it. The streamline are all of the deposits from members worldwide that register after you. So I'm not talking about just your team. I'm talking about anyone on anyone's team, anywhere in the world. Whenever they deposit, that deposit goes into your streamline. So you can imagine that there are people who have joined this business months ago that could have millions of dollars in their streamline. Because remember, I mentioned we're about to hit a $100 million company here in the next couple of weeks. So you can imagine there are people with 10 million, 50 million, even $80 million in their streamline. Imagine getting paid a portion of the daily trading activity from that number. Pretty cool, right? And so we got people getting paid 4 figures per day from our 8 pools that are paid off this streamline value. So how does this happen? It's the bottom left corner. Take a look. It's the streamline value, your streamline, times a portion of the daily trading profit, which is 0.05% for the first 6 pools, and you divide that by the number of people qualified. So if you had a $10 million streamline, they would times that by 0.05% divided by 2,000 if that was the number of qualifiers. That would be $2.50 per day for you, or $42.50 per month. And that's just pool 1. You can get paid off 8 pools. Here they are. So how do you qualify for pool 1? Well, you would need $1,000 on deposit yourself, and you would need to have at least one person that has $1,000 or more. Could be 2 people with $500. That's fine too, as long as the value is $1,000 on your first line or your first level. Now, it should be noted that the other qualifying numbers there on your first line need to have at least $100 bare minimum in order to qualify on those first lines. But you can see here that over time, if you're sharing this business, you'll organically grow here as you're adding to your own deposit, as you're sharing this a little bit, and those people deposit funds. That becomes that first line value there. And this can be tremendous as you get into these higher pools, because as your streamline grows, these daily pool values can get bigger and bigger and bigger. It gets very, very exciting. And what's also cool here is that you can qualify yourself for these pools. You do not have to share this with anybody to qualify for these. I have people in my business that are in pool 6 now, and they've only used their own Bitcoin. They've just used their own funds. They've never shared this with anybody. And they're making a very nice 5 figures per month as a result of that. So that's your choice, and I love that. Once you're making $3,000 per day in the downline bonus, the company will add you to the global leader pool. So this means they're taking the company streamline, which is close to $100 million now, and they times up by 0.01% and divide it by those who are qualified for it. And there's just a few people in this now, but great income for them for sure. The last way that we get paid is the ranking bonus. And I love this. There's over $46,000 here that the company will pay you just for helping your team and building your business a little bit. Now, I became a Red Diamond member about 2 months ago, and so that means that I have $20,000 on deposit, and I have at least 20 people on my first line. I'm in pool 5, and I've got 2 Purple Diamond members on my team in at least 2 different teams. And so the company then paid me $15,000. Now, you can take this money and you can put it right into your Bitcoin wallet immediately, entirely up to you, or you can put it into private trading. So a nice decision there to make. Both are win-win situations. But I love this, guys. There's a lot of money here for everybody. So I encourage you, grow your business a little bit, take advantage of these great ranking bonuses. How do you get started with Paraiba? Pretty simple. You would register with the person that brought you here today. Get $25 into your account just to hold it. Now, I certainly recommend if you've got more, it makes sense because of what I just showed you to get started with at least $100 or $1,000 if you're building this business. Right, for the serious people, $1,000 or more is where you want to be here. This is a real business, guys. It's not a game. Right? If you're looking for a game, that's not us. We have a real company that's designed to be here for many years. So I would encourage you to participate wisely. Take it seriously. But $25 will hold your account so that it's not deleted, because your streamline begins to grow as a free member from day 1. But if it's not funded after 30 days, it deletes. But if you've got 25 bucks in there, it will hold. It will stay. So you want to at least do that. Our deposits, of course, are in Bitcoin. If you need Bitcoin, we've got all of the links for various exchanges around the world, including, of course, our unique exchange. If you're in Europe, you can get Bitcoin through our exchange. But very easy, just get your Bitcoin and you'll be all set for this coming Wednesday. When you have funds that the company has made you in your usable balance, you can reinvest starting with a minimum of $25. We also have a nice handy button you can press where it does this automatically. When you're ready to do a withdrawals start from $100. And of course, they're done through our unique exchange. And anytime, day or night, you want to withdraw from the funds that you've got in there, you can do it. And it's there very quickly, 15, 20 minutes. I love the service with unique exchange. Our back office is excellent, guys. It's very cosmetically appealing. We have a fantastic anti-hacking system. We bought an entire company out of the United States that has some of the best anti-hacking software that you can buy. And we've got multiple websites, of course, that are all protected. Millions of hacking attempts have happened and none have gotten through because of this great software. And for our own accounts, we have the CAPTCHA and email registration confirmations. When you get started with Paraiba, you will do KYC. We are a real company, so you need to do that. But what's great here is that you will also immediately get your own unique exchange account. And these two are linked. The numbers in your Paraiba account, you will also see in your unique exchange account. So they have a perfect sync with one another, work very, very well and perfectly together. So how do you get started? Register with the link of the person that brought you here today or showed you Paraiba. You want to get started with them. They're going to show you everything. That's the responsibility of the sponsor. Very important. And you want to get your $25 in there as fast as possible, or the $100 or $1,000 or more, or whatever you want to do. I just had a guy get started last week, and he decided to get started with a lot and share this a little bit. He's already now making over $1,000 a day in 1 week. This is the kind of stories happening here with Paraiba. This could be your story. With referrals, I just showed you, you don't need to refer with Paraiba. You can take part in all 5 of our income streams. But if you decide to refer as a business, if you're looking truly for a real business with a great family of management and people that actually care about your success, I can tell you this is one of the best experiences of any business I've ever seen. So I encourage you, try us out. Fund it, watch it work. We'll show you. Lock arms with us. We'll create success in your life as well. So guys, that's Paraiba. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna give away some money here shortly, guys. We always like to do that, right? Always like to give away a little cash, especially with all the excitement going on right now. Everything is just, it's like a party atmosphere for me. And so, but I want to bring on one gentleman here who's had some tremendous success here. It's been great working with him. You know, I certainly call him a leader. He works great with his team, and he's got a very fast growing team. And he's been able to quit his job because of Paraiba. Can you imagine that? Imagine that for a second. I mean, that is what's possible here, right? So why not have him come on and share his experience with Paraiba? So Leon, my friend, please share us your experience.
Thank you, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully well all around the world. And like Michael said, I've been on several calls now. I started back in December. I was able to do this while working full time. Within a matter of 4 months, I was able to completely replace a 6-figure income, and then it's been growing since. So I was able to leave my job about almost 2 months ago, and now I'm doing this full time. Since then, it's just kind of taken off even faster because I can devote my time to this. I have a handful of people now that are making over 5 figures a month. So that's very exciting to have that type of success in my team. And as far as for me, I'll be in Dubai with the company next week. And by that time, I should be hitting pool 6. So I think that I'm about 2 weeks or less away from pool 6. So my streamline is growing. You know, it's not as big as some of the people it's been in for a year or so. But so far, right now, upwards of almost $25,000 a month residual. So that's not something that I was able to make in my full-time job, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. So something like this is just really open up the doors to, you know, me being able to make this type of income, enjoy my time and freedom, but also help a lot of people that I know or people that are looking to make additional streams of income or potentially leave their job. I know that one of the good things that I've been hearing a lot about is if any of you guys invest in crypto yourself and kind of see what the market is doing, I probably had 10, 20 people from my team reach out in the next few days like, hey, are we still going to get paid for Paraiba since Bitcoin's going down? Absolutely. So Paraiba, you know, trades whether it's up or down with how the market works. So that's one of the great things about what we do have is, you know, we can be able to make money when other people just buying crypto is essentially at a loss right now until it goes back up and then sell it off. So I like that we're very diversified. We have a lot of partnerships, just makes us more stable moving forward. And that's one of the biggest selling strategies here as well, because, you know, cryptocurrency is getting more popular with people buying their own coins, you know, a lot of enthusiasm around it. But if you can show them a way that, hey, doesn't matter what the market's doing, if you buy in at a certain price and it goes down, you're technically holding it until it goes up. But hey, let me show you a way that we're going to be able to make a residual type of income every week, no matter what the market's doing. So I have a lot of people that are able to kind of see this opportunity, see what's in front of them, and diversify what they're doing. And it just makes it that much more powerful moving forward. So right now I've been in for not even 6 months, and I have a downline of almost $550,000 in volume. So that's growing very quickly. I have almost 600 accounts under me. So it's just been great to work with. The support's been great. I talk to Michael almost every day, asking questions. If I don't know, that's kind of what you do. You learn as you earn moving forward. And that's what I tell all my people. So you don't have to know everything in this. You don't have to be an expert. And you make a lot of money right up front to supplement your income, or, eventually replace or leave your job. So that's kind of the position that I'm in. And fortunately, I was able to, work this full time moving forward, to put a lot of effort into it, because it's something that I saw the vision of. I was really excited about it. I was in other different types of crypto things prior to this, and nothing has been as smooth as this and as successful as this. And just really excited to see where this moves forward in the future, and hearing what we have to release in Dubai with some of the new news. So I do appreciate you, Michael, for having me on. Thank you.
Awesome. That's great. Well, I appreciate it, Leon, and love to see your success, man. I mean, you're just tearing things up. And guys, this is the kind of leadership that we've got here, right? We got great people that are doing great things, helping a lot of people, and that's what this is about, right? We have a smooth experience, as Leon said here, and so you can feel good about bringing someone in here. It's funny you mentioned about the Bitcoin swings. That when we first got into this, Bitcoin's going up, and I had people saying, oh, well, Bitcoin's going to go up. Why wouldn't I just keep my Bitcoin rather than get into Paraiba? Now we got people saying the opposite. I got to give it into Paraiba before Bitcoin goes down. But the thing is, guys, you want to create cash flow, right? You want to create cash flow. That's what this is. It's a cash flow business. Yeah, you can have some crypto sitting around waiting for it to go up, and that's fine. But yeah, we are getting the volatility here to work to our benefit with Paraiba. The traders love the volatility. That's where they're making their money, and you're creating a cash flow business, whether you're passive or active with this. So awesome stuff. So I'm going to show quickly, guys, how do you get started with Paraiba? So let me share my screen real quick. And so it's very simple to get started with Paraiba. What you want to do when you have registered, certainly you want to get your Bitcoin. That's the very, very first thing. And you've got to do your KYC with Paraiba in order to do a deposit. You must do that, right? So you're going to be clicking on your username, and then you're going to fill out your profile and do your KYC. That should be done quickly by the company, hopefully within the same day for you. It will be approved. You'll get an email from them if it isn't. If you need to change something, it's pretty easy. Just log into your unique exchange account, click settings and edit, make the change. That's all you need to do. Once you're approved, pretty simple. All you got to do is come into finance here, and you would click on add balance. If you want to get started, say with $1,000, then you would now click calculate. And now they give you the exact amount of Bitcoin to send from your wallet or exchange. And here is the Bitcoin address that you're going to send it to. Never send a dollar amount from your wallet or exchange. Always send the exact Bitcoin amount that they're selling, that they're showing you here. All right. Now, once it's been confirmed on the blockchain, maybe half an hour or an hour, it's going to go into your usable balance right down here. And so it needs to be, however, in your deposit if you want to earn with Paraiba, if you want to profit. So there's one more step. You would come into finance, click use balance, and then it's already got the deposit clicked. Then you would put in whatever number that you've got, okay, in your usable balance and click save. Boom, now you're done. So on Wednesday around 10 p.m. Eastern time or so is when we get our profit, and you will see profit then in your usable balance. So with the back office, very cosmetically appealing. I think it works great. We've had no issues really with this back office. I love it. Here's our streamline, guys. So you can see we're getting close now. Of course, my streamline is going to be less than the company streamline, right? But the company streamline is getting close now to $100 million. We might hit it in Dubai. I don't know. We might. I mean, that'd be interesting timing, right? We'll see. But remember, the streamline is what pays these pools here. So I wanted to show this briefly because the pools are exciting as time goes by. They're always growing here because of the streamline. And as long as the amount of the streamline is growing a little bit faster than the people coming in, which it has since I've been in, then the amount of money we're getting paid daily keeps on growing. So you can see here on the right-hand side, these are the numbers that we're getting paid here. And I do have actually a little PDF I'll show you. I've never showed this before, but maybe I'll just show it real quick so everybody can understand the calculations on the streamline. So this is how to really kind of see it easily, right? So you take the streamline value, you times it by the portion of daily trading activity for each pool that they're giving us, and they just divide it by those qualified. And so that's how we're getting paid these numbers on the right-hand side. If you see a number in color, congratulations, you're getting paid on that pool. If you see it in gray, that's what you would get paid when you qualify for it. So everybody's trying to get to the next pool because it just means more daily income for you, right? And then we have our first line. Those are the deposits on our first level. And then in our entire down line, everything's in a nice little graph here for you that you can see. So everything works great with the Paraiba back office. So get started, get your own account. That's what I would say, and get your Bitcoin, get it funded. All right, let me stop sharing here. There we go. Okay, so guys, if you have some questions, we'll get to those. But the first thing I want to do, and by the way, if you have a question you want to type in, there could be some people already in there. I haven't checked the chat. But if you've got a question you want to type, you can click chat at the bottom in the middle, and you can type in a question, and we'll try to get to those afterwards. And once I give away the $100, then we'll get a few questions answered before we wrap up, okay? So I want to do this. So we're going to use the chat for this. So what you can do, it's going to be the first person. It's going to be the first person that gives me the correct answer here. So let's get everybody ready. Get those fingers loosened up for your keyboard, okay? All right, Lucille's ready. This is good. Dave's ready. All right. So what you want to do, guys, click on the chat at the bottom there in the middle so that you're, and put your cursor there where you can type a message at the bottom right. So you're absolutely ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the question, and then the person that gives me the first correct answer is going to get the $100. And the $100, of course, is for your Paraiba account, right? So I will contact you later on if I don't have you on Telegram. All right, I'll put my Telegram up here. If you don't have my Telegram, let me get that for you. Just one moment. Okay, if you don't have my Telegram, I got so much stuff. My goodness, so much information. There it is. Okay. So make sure you got me on Telegram if you win, okay? There's my Telegram, okay? So make sure. All right, so is everybody ready? Here's the question. All right, so remember, click on the chat in the middle at the bottom, and then you got the message area at the bottom right. So first person to type in the correct answer is going to win the $100 in Bitcoin. So here's the question. How many years has our CEO been trading cryptocurrency? How many years has our CEO been trading cryptocurrency? Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. Stop typing. We got the right answer, guys. Thank you. That was fast. I mean, that was really fast. Brad Petty was fastest. You really didn't need to type, did you? I mean, it's just one digit. Brad, congratulations, buddy. I'm pretty sure I've got you in the group there, so we can connect later on for your $100. But great job. And quite a few people got it right. We got one person that thought 14 years. Yeah, that's more than crypto's been around, I think, maybe, possibly. So maybe he was just dreaming of trading crypto at that time. But a lot of people got it right. Good job, guys. Good stuff. Appreciate that.
Shouldn't you give $50 for second place?
Yeah, I see your second, Dave. I see it. It was very close. Very close, buddy. Don't worry, I'll be giving away more money. And remember, too, I got everybody's name down that guessed when we're going to hit $100 million. And so there's definitely quite a few people that have late May, early June. And I think that's where we're going to be at. So someone's probably going to win that $100. That's coming up too. And I'm going to give away more money in Dubai next week if I can jump on here. I don't know about next week, to be honest, whether we're going to have a session on Sunday or not. We'll have something. We'll have some live videos of something. Maybe us at the pool drinking margaritas. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do a live stream from Dubai.
I think we should. I think we should, Leon. I think we should do that for sure. All right. Are there any questions, guys, on getting started with Paraiba, or any questions, overall questions? If you want to type in something, I didn't actually scroll to the top to see if we had any things in the chat here. Could you add me to the regular list for Zoom meetings? Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in our Telegram group. If you're not in our group, because we put in the meetings there, also in our Facebook as well. We don't send out an email about these. They're always either in the Telegram or the Facebook, all right? So you want to make sure that you're in one or both of those rooms. Now let me just find it here. Here we go. So here is our Telegram group. So if you're not in there, that's where you're going to get all the news, all the motivation, all the resources, all the updates of everything going on. So make sure you click on that and join us. All right, let me scroll back up here. See what we have. Okay, Robert, what happens if you qualify for a certain level and you make money at that level for a time and then you withdraw sufficient money so that you no longer qualify for that level? Okay, so Robert, it sounds like you're talking about taking out your deposit, okay? So I'll explain that. If you take out your deposit, it's all or nothing. Paraiba incentivizes us to stay and really take out only our profit, right? Because they don't want a revolving door of large amounts of deposits going in and out, right? That is not conducive to a company that is going to be here for a long time, which is what obviously we want. So they have it so that really they want us to keep that deposit in. So you would be keeping your deposit in unless you absolutely had some kind of an emergency. So the end of the 100-day cycle, which is about 6 months, every 6 months, if you do need to take out your deposit, you could. But I would certainly not recommend that ever, right? Only in an emergency would you take out your deposit. You would want to be just taking out your profits. Now, if you, let's say that somebody left your first line, right? That could happen. If someone did take out the deposit that was on your first line and you're getting a certain amount of money for a pool, maybe it's possible that you're now not qualified for that pool, right? And you would dip down to the pool before it. So that's possible to happen. And then you'd have to either fund it yourself on the first line to get back up to that pool level, or share it with somebody else so that you get yourself back up there, right? So that is something that could conceivably happen, okay? But you don't want to touch your deposit with Paraiba, right? You really don't want to do it. You want to be adding to that really for the long term and just up the amount of profit that you're taking out with the company. That's the key aspect with Paraiba, right? All right, let me scroll back down here. Are there other questions here? Okay. All right, so CJ, if someone deposits $50,000, that qualifies for pool 7. Yes, it does. It qualifies yourself for pool 7, but of course you need the first line as well, right? You need the first line. So if we look at the pools here, I can share my screen real quick on that. So if we look at the pools, there they are. So you can see with pool 7, you need $50,000 yourself, and then 20 people on your first line with at least $100 or more. And so that first line volume, however, does need to be 500,000. It needs to be 500,000 first line, and then you would get pool 7. And we've got quite a few people in pool 7. Let's see, we've got right now, we've got, let's see, what's it say on the dashboard? We've got 23 people qualify for pool 7 right now, and just 7 in pool 8. So, I mean, there's lots of money there. If your streamline is high, there's lots of money there right now for sure. Remember, your streamline is going to grow over time. When you get started day 1, you're not going to have a big streamline. But over time, it can get into the tens of millions. And I would expect for those of you joining right now, you're going to have an 8-figure streamline this year, right? And some of you that have been in a little while, you're going to have a 9-figure streamline this year, right? That's going to happen for many of you. So I'm excited about that. And you can imagine, you know, what we could potentially be getting in these pools once we have a $500 million streamline. Imagine that for a second in your mind. I mean, how awesome is that? I mean, that's why timing is everything. You know, you might not be at the very, very beginning with Paraiba right now, but I can assure you, you are at the beginning. We're just getting started. Not a lot of people know about Paraiba yet. Not a lot of people. So we got a long ways to go to get to $1 billion, but we got a great roadmap to get there. If you want to unmute yourself, guys, if anyone does have a question, we can get it answered. Or if you want to type a question, you can do that too in the chat. All right, I guess we're crystal clear on everything. So we will be, let me just show you this real quick. We will be in Dubai next week. So we look forward to doing some live videos. As Leon said, we'll definitely do that from the event. I'm excited about this. This is happening, and it's the first event that I'm going to go to because of all this COVID nonsense. And it's still not easy to travel right now, let me tell you, my goodness. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to meet the private family. We're going to meet the CEO. We're going to have some great announcements. There's going to be some new things to be announced. I know a little bit about some of those new things, but it's all very secret right now. But I can tell you it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting what's coming for sure. And so I'm really, really excited to get there next weekend. All right. So AC. If I invest $1,000 with 20 accounts just once, level what I earn will stay and keep earning forever. Yeah, so essentially, AC, we have a forever account here. As long as Paraiba is around, then, you know, you're going to be profitable. You know, as long as Paraiba is making money, then you're going to make money. There's no expiry on your funds. I know there's a lot of companies in the crypto space that your funds expire after they make you whatever it is. Could be 50%, or maybe they double your funds or something. And then your account gets deleted. All your funds are gone, and you got to come back in with the profit you just made. And that never really made sense to me, especially if it's a real company and they still have my funds. Why would all my funds expire, right? Paraiba doesn't do that. So if you put in $1,000 AC, then your $1,000 is working for as long as Paraiba is around. It does not expire, right? So when we have those cycles, and I know a lot of people think this, that when we have those cycles there at the top of your account, they think, oh, well, something happens at the end of that cycle. Well, no, actually it doesn't. That's just an opportunity. If you have an emergency, if you need to take out your deposit, you can do that before the cycle ends, all right? And when the cycle ends, your deposit gets paid back on the 15th of the next month after the account is closed. But remember, guys, if you close your account, you lose everything, right? You lose your whole streamline. You lose your account, any team you got, it's all gone. So that's why there's incentive to obviously stay with Paraiba, right? But the nice thing is that your $1,000 in this case does not expire. It just keeps on earning, and you can add on, you know, from your profits. If you want to compound as well, you can do that, or add more out of pocket and keep it growing as a bigger and bigger number, which increases your profit, right? And then do the sub account strategy, AC. You know, if you've got some extra funds, do the sub account strategy if you're going to be passive, so that you can increase and maximize your daily profit, right? That's what most passive people do. And if you're not doing that, I would highly encourage you. I encourage everybody, if you're passive in Paraiba, do the sub accounts. It just makes sense. We got lots of people doing it, and they love it. We got people doing 3, 4, and 5 figures a month. Dave, I know Dave. Hey, Dave, you want to say a little bit? Because I know you're a passive guy. I mean, you're doing the sub account strategy. How's that working for you?
All I can say is awesome. I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody, but I make a ton of money with Paraiba strictly as an investor. And yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more, Michael. I mean, 12% a month is a hell of a lot better than what I'm getting with my local bank account.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Appreciate you saying that. And you got lots of friends, so don't give me that. You got lots of friends, buddy. Yeah, so guys, look, do the subcontract. If you don't know what it is, I'm not going to get into it right here too much. Okay, I'm not going to get into it on this, but get with us in the Telegram room. We got little videos on it, how to do it. It's very simple. You're just setting up some accounts under yourself that you own. Very easy. And it maximizes your profit. Okay. Yeah, CJ, I hope you're at the next event too. Absolutely. Hope to see everybody for sure. We're going to see a lot of people this time around, but the next event will probably be the 2-year anniversary event in October. And so that one is going to be big. And I hope the travel will be a lot easier for everybody then. Kalpish, could you sign up yourself for 20 accounts if you cannot or don't want to find other people? Yes, Kalpish, that's exactly what the sub account strategy is. I just mentioned it actually. You're signing up yourself under yourself. It's not stacking because we're not going in any depth, right? Company doesn't want any of that. But you can have first line accounts that are yours so you can qualify for the other income streams. So absolutely you can do that. Yeah, sub accounts. That's exactly what we call it, Kalpish. Sub account strategy. Yeah, get with us in the Telegram group. We've got some PDFs and videos on it if you want to see it, but it allows you to get that first line income and downline income. So it just maximizes your profit, right? Any other questions, guys? If you want to unmute yourself, you can.
Excuse me, this
Yes.
is Aslam.
Yes.
Okay,
Aslam.
I have a question. What is the transparency of the investment you people are doing at? Where the money goes actually for investment, multi-investment you people are doing, from where we are getting the profit share?
Okay, I didn't quite get that. You're asking where are the funds going that you send Paraiba?
Yeah, because where we are getting profit from, what is the investment investing and we are getting the profit?
Yeah, so I don't know if you came on late, Aslam. We did talk a little bit about that in the overview. But when you're sending Paraiba funds, then they're taking those funds and utilizing them behind the scenes with their trading and investment activities. And then they're paying us a portion of the profit that they're making from Wednesdays to Saturdays. I would suggest getting with your sponsor to watch an overview, whether it's an existing one or this one, so that you can fully understand the compensation and how private profits, okay?
Yeah, I'm already into it, but I got questions from my friends whom I'm trying to bring in my team. They said, what is the transparency of the original investment? Where does the company invest? So,
right. Yeah, you said transparency. Yeah. So, right, I understand. They're not going to show us everything. I mean, you wouldn't walk into your bank and say, show me all the traders and all the people behind the scenes that are making the bank create profit for your mutual funds, right? I mean, that doesn't happen. Some things have to be very private, right? But I can assure you that I have seen the trading. Many dozens of members have seen the trading. Eric has showed the trading at events as well. So we have seen it from that standpoint, but some things, need to be kept private, right? So the company is involved with the real estate and things like that behind the scenes, but they're not going to show you all of that, right? They're only going to show you certain things. If somebody's not okay with that, they don't have to join private. But we have to have some level of trust at some point, right? And at this point, we've had a tremendous experience and developed quite a bit of trust from that standpoint. But they're not going to show you, Forex or cryptocurrency accounts, right? They're not going to be showing you that, right? To everybody.
No, they're not reflecting that. Thank you so much for your response. Very good. But my concern was they were asking about the sectors, like you said, real estate, like trading, like they're looking of talking about the sectors. What sectors we are investing, which are in the safe zone, what you call in the business point of view.
Right. Well, I would suggest to watch the presentation again, have them also watch it because that was gone over. Okay, we reviewed that, right? Cryptocurrency, real estate. We also on the unique exchange, right? So we're getting fees from that. And there's also other things besides that we didn't get into. We partnered with a beverage company. We partnered with a sports team in Austria. So we're getting a piece of ticket sales. So there's actually quite a few things going on. So have them come into the Telegram group and we can give them some more videos and information on that, okay?
Thank you so much. Appreciate them.
You're welcome. All right, so one more thing. Liz, is there a way to see how the private investors are doing? Those being the ones hired who have Bitcoin essentially on deposit in order to trade, just curious. And what are their investments? Okay. Liz, no, if you mean seeing the traders, which I think is what you're saying there, right? Those being the ones hired who have a Bitcoin on deposit to trade. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I answered that. Good. Yeah. So, you know, we're not going to be seeing their traders behind the scene, right? They're going to keep some things close to the vest and private, right? Amit, their bank is out of the Comoros Union, and so yes, there is an audit every year. You can go and see the license there, and the company is 100% in compliant with all of that. Any other questions, guys? All right, I think we'll leave it there. We're coming up on the hour. I appreciate all the great questions and all the great testimonials and feedback. Thank you for that. We're in exciting times. We truly are. There's so much going on with this company. The stability has been absolutely phenomenal. And we're just getting stronger and stronger every week with things going on. And there's going to be some really great announcements coming up at our Dubai event. I can't wait to go. So I look forward to meeting those of you that are going to attend that event. And we'll definitely do some sort of videos and updates from the event. Let everybody know here what's going on. For sure. And maybe we'll do a presentation on Sunday. I don't know. I don't know where we'll be. We might be in the desert on Sunday. I don't live from the desert, private presentation. It might happen if we can get internet. Who knows? But we'll do whatever we can to update everybody about what's going on at the event. But we'll definitely see you on the Sunday after that for sure. But we'll update you, of course, as time goes on. So thank you all. And the recording of this will be out shortly. Get with us in the Telegram room, the Facebook group for more information, resources, and all that good stuff. If you're brand new, guys, partner with us. Lock arms, get your Bitcoin, get it in there, watch it work for you. And then if you want to share this, you heard some of the testimonials, so much success happening. We want to make you extremely successful as well. So guys, with that, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll see you live from Dubai next weekend. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hey,
Michael.
Thank you. Great job.
Another good one, Michael.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.